Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure you've all seen the squad news. We've sent that round, so that should all arrive by now. Jess is going to get us started. Broadcast, which is we ask no social media posting during the broadcast part. Dailies afterwards embargoed until 10:30 tonight. Jess, I'm going to get us started. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So Harry came back in full training with the squad. How has he fared so far? How does he look?
No, he's good. He's very good, and I think we need to assess him one training session more tomorrow, and then decide. But I think he's doing well. I am happy with him, and maybe he's going to be available to be part of the squad for Saturday.
We were expecting him back perhaps early March, so he seems to be ahead of schedule. Is that your understanding?
No, I think he's not ahead of the schedule, but you know very well, and everyone knows that Harry, that Harry is an animal. He wants to be ready as soon as possible. He made everything to try to recover, and of course, in the injury that he suffered, it's tough to recover, but it's more the possibility that when you push. In another injury, you cannot push too much, because always you need to be careful. When it's a muscle injury, it's completely different. When it's articular, but of course, we are so happy that in the last 10 days was fantastic on the training and can be available again. It's going to be a massive impact for everyone.
Does Harry feel like he's ready to play?
Yeah, but I don't care if he feel or not, or he want to play or not. Like another player who is going to decide on the end is myself with my coaching staff. That we are going, of course, with the doctor and the medical staff too, and the sports science. I think always every player that when came from an injury or illness, always is about all the structure that share when possible to play or not. Of course, that if you ask him 10 days ago, he was ready to play, and yes, of course. But and then the last word is always is myself that is going to take the risk, the decision, and everything that is going on on the team.
Ben Davies also back, so the only person on the injury list at the moment seems to be Dele Alli. How is he progressing? Yes,
his progression is good. We are happy, but we were talking before. I was telling you that this muscle injury is different, how we assess and how we follow and how we care. But yes, it's in the last part or period of his recovery, and we'll see if as soon as possible can be again available to be involved on the team.
Any idea when?
Difficult to know. Maybe 1 week, maybe 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. Depend of now it's going to be in a key period that is the last part of his recovery, and that is a key part, and we cannot now to see it's going to be 1 week, 2 weeks, or 10 days. We'll see, because we are going to assess him day by day.
Next game against Burnley, and they've come into some very good form in recent weeks.
In very good form, yes.
Yeah, in 7 games. What do you feel is needed to get past them when they're in such good form at the moment?
No, I think it's like always. I think we are going to find a team very aggressive, and I think that is going to be the key to match them in their aggressivity and challenge in this aspect, and then try to impose our way to play. And I think it's going to be tough. We know very well, and we struggled a little bit to beat them in December. I remember with the late goal that we broke down them in the end, that they played so well against us. And of course, now they are in a better period that was in that game. But yes, always our confidence and trust in ourselves. But we know very well that they are doing well, and it's going to be tough to beat them.
After Burnley, you've got 3 very important matches against what you would call bigger clubs, Chelsea, Arsenal and Dortmund. Is there a change in the players' mentality when you go against so-called bigger clubs?
No, but for us, the most important is Saturday. It's not another game after. It's to be focused in to win. For me, the most important game is Burnley. If we're capable to win the 3 points there, it's going to be different. We are going to see the game against Chelsea in a different way. And I think it's so important to win, and the mentality is good, and hope that in all that week, in 10 days that we had to work to translate this message, that not think in Chelsea, don't think in Arsenal, don't think in Dortmund, is only focus on Burnley, because it's going to be tough. We can struggle if we are not focused 100% into compete in the best way. We need to compete in the best way Saturday, and then football, you can everything can happen. But if you are focused and don't think in the day after, I think you are going to be close to win, because we have the quality. That is the key part of the game from Saturday, and I think we can be our worst enemy if we don't think in that way. Hope that I can translate that message to the player, and hope that we take the game like the most important game. And then, of course, after the game, we are going to start to think against Chelsea. But we cannot think in 5 games, because on the end we are not going to be focused in no one, you know.
So to focus on this weekend, it's an opportunity for Spurs to perhaps gain some ground in the title race with Liverpool and Manchester United playing each other, particularly if Liverpool lose.
Yes, I think it's if we want to challenge this type of team, we must win. And if you want to win and if you want to challenge, you must be focused 200% in that game and don't think after. The mentality must be that is the most important game. And of course, in case to win, we are going to be there, and it's so important to be there. Thank you very much.
When you say about Harry Kane and whether he'll be fit or not, would that be fit enough to start or more likely on the bench?
You know, that's still no decide. For him, want to play from the beginning, but like all the players, I like with the player think like this, that they can play in every single game and always feel fit to play. But it's our responsibility to manage in the best way. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to start the game. Maybe start the game or maybe no. Still, we need to have another conversation in between us, the coaching staff and everything, and then to take the best decision.
Similar question, but with Ben Davies, because obviously with
the same, yes, similar. Because yes, Danny yesterday was with Usil. Today is better, but we'll see, because it's true that you need full energy to play. But it's the same situation that Ben, the same situation than Harry. It's true that the injuries are completely different. In some player you can put to play straight away. For another, you need to give more time to be involved and to give maybe some period in the competition. But you know, we'll see. We need to assess him too.
How important is it, this kind of rare, like 10-day break almost, that you and the team have had?
Look, if we will have a good result, sure was fantastic and amazing. If not, we are going to talk about that was negative to have this break. But for me, it's always positive. It's positive because to provide the team to breathe a little bit, to rest, but in the same time to work hard, trying to improve different aspects on the team is so important. I believe always, I am a person that believe always that you can use this period to help the team to play better, to improve different situations, collective and individual. And I think we try to provide the team in all the aspects, the capacity to performance in the best way. That is the objective in the next 5 games, until we are going to be again in a period that I think we are not going to compete in during 3 weeks. We are going to be out of the competition.
Yeah. you manage to get away yourself and recharge?
Yes, we are trying to find some place to go, but we'll see. We'll see. It's still not nothing done. But yes, in our mind is to try to find to spend time together with the team to create a good atmosphere in between the team and to be in a different place, because it's going to be a long period without competition.
Mauricio, you talked after Dortmund about Son playing with a smile on his face, which he certainly does. Footballers, though, sometimes we expect them to be deadly serious. It's such a serious matter. Should more players play with a smile on their face, like Son?
Yes, literally, it's not playing with a smile, but the energy is like he smile. You know, that energy that provides the team is fantastic. Of course, football cannot be a drama, and I think you know very well that for me football is a show, it's not a drama. But you must be responsible, because you are playing with emotions, and that is not a shock. And that is why the balance is the most important. The balance is about to be responsible, but on the end it's a game, and it's a game that you need to be to have in your head an emotion that make you to performance in a best way. And when you are a kid, you are a boy, you play football, and you feel the happiness playing football. And you cannot lose when you are professional, because the pressure of to win, or the business of the football, or because we are talking about millions and millions, and you feel that pressure in your shoulder, and make you not behave natural. That is the most important. The player when a right to be professional need to be aware of all these thoughts, and they need to find a way to behave on the pitch, on training session, on the competition, and to feel freedom to play football, and be happy, and don't think in the mistake can have some consequence. And that is a good example. Sonny when play freedom is one player, but if you see some games before November that was so obsessed into play and into performance well, and thinking in the national team, thinking in this and thinking in that, it's impossible to performance in the way that you want. And that is, I think, is a good example. I think, but it's not easy to find a way to split, no, from the responsibility of the business or all the consequences that can be in behind your performance or your mistake or decision, that after to play football and give your best and feel freedom to run and try. But of course, that is football.
Well, he's certainly in form now. 8 goals in 8 games is very important to you. You also mentioned about Tottenham being underestimated. Is he one of the most underestimated, or is he the most underestimated, undervalued player in the Premier League?
No, I think from the beginning of the season, people, no one believed in this team, and people maybe had different thought about us. Say about this team with no signing, with no the stadium ready. And with many things again, come on, it's not an important team, it's not a team that is going to be ready to fight, and the people underestimate a little bit. Only I want to translate that, but of course that the people, I think, recognize our job now, and I think they are giving us the prize or the recognition of that we deserve. And no, but Sonny, I think, is a player that is very good rated for everyone, and of course, is after November is doing a fantastic job for us, and of course after the Asian Cup is scoring goals and helping in a very delicate situation for us when different players were injured, and I think he stepped up and he's doing a fantastic job. Hope keep going in the same way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Camera switched off, please. Thank you.